Yo, YouTube, it's Daniel Rucker with Truth Table. We're at it again. Now listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Topic of today is definitely going to trigger some people. I could already hear the shots fired, the chairs flipping, the tables turning, some furniture moving around here. Like I can see it, because the topic of today is pretty much saying why women really want to be men. Yeah, I said it. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the tension. You know, what's this chocolate boy talking about now? What? That's craziness. No, it's really not. Ladies, what's going on with you guys? Why is it now, out of all the times in history, that as of lately, women seem to want to exemplify just more and more dominance, more and more masculine energy, more and more of things that belong to us fellas? Why is that? Well, I'm here to tell you why. I truly believe that there is a combination of things that are related to why you see what you see now in the media, in the music, in the social media atmosphere, in the environment, in society collectively. It's downright envy. It's downright jealousy. Yep, I said it. I'm gonna let that simmer for a second, because I can tell there's some people that's gonna be a little bit triggered by my particular delivery on this topic. But guess what? That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you information so that you can go back and you can process and you can research and maybe even reflect. Maybe even look deep down in your soul and you could be like, you know what? Maybe there's some truth to what he's saying. Just maybe. So after you get over your anger, after you get over the whole fact that I'm saying what I'm saying, then we can deal with the issue. Because as a man, what I'm seeing is now more than ever, you have a society that is producing such a mismanaged amount of humanistic improper behavior. I'll say that. And why do you feel that way, Daniel? Well, I feel that way because when you really just look at how things have progressed and changed, all progress is not necessarily beneficial progress, nor is it healthy progress. Some progress is destructive. Some progress is malicious. Some progress is downright toxic. Give you some examples if you guys need them. You know, slavery was one. The expansion of drugs and the reach that they have. That's just a couple of things that I can put out there. There's many, many, many more. But why I felt compelled to talk about this particular issue today is because there is just an overload of how much is going on in our society when you have women out here thinking, for whatever reason, that they could be us, thinking that they can do what men do what men have done, do what men are still doing, better, more efficient, and more successful. I'd love to see it. Now, I'm 35 years old. I believe I'm going to have a fairly long life, healthy, blessed, and all those things. I would love to see the day that society functions without our permission. I'm laughing because when I was thinking about broadcasting this episode earlier, I was like, oh, I'm going to use certain keywords and key points. And I was sitting here talking to myself, because I do that. Any smart person, I believe, does have conversations with themselves. And I was saying, self. The mere fact is that women can't do pretty much anything without our permission. Yeah, permission. Oh, you're going to have to back that up, Daniel. You're going to have to give some examples. You're going to have to show us what you mean, because you can't just be talking out your neck, just off left, just off the rip, off cuff. You can't do it. You have to give examples. Well, I'm glad you want to know. Let's take this wife thing, for example. Let's take this marriage thing. Let's take this relationship thing. Okay. You, women, can't even be a wife until a man decides to make you one. Now, what's that look like? Well, in order for you to even sign up for being a wife, that means that you have to receive a proposal. You have to get one, first of all, but then you have to receive one. And then you have to follow through with the marital process. State gives you the whole, powers that be, blah, blah. I now pronounce you man and wife. Interesting. Wonder why that structure is the way it is. I now pronounce you man and wife. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second. Cause I can tell some of y'all, just it's little words, a little play on words. Very little play on words. But people be missing it. But I'm here, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna make sure that you don't miss those things. Cause it's right in front of you. I now pronounce you man and wife. Another example. You know this praise that happens every year, this special holiday, this unique celebratory day that all the mothers get to participate in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It happens in May. It's called Mother's Day. Commercialized, huge thing, right? Start putting out commercials and things like that. I think the flower shops start doubling up on their orders. The chocolate companies start producing more chocolate. Like, it's crazy. Mother's Day, right? This sacred holiday, and how now more than ever society promotes such a celebratory backing. Oh, mothers, you guys are awesome. What would we do without mothers? Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies, you can't even be that without a man's permission. How you say that, Daniel? How can you boldly say that woman, hear me roar? I'm a bad one. I can do this. I birthed them children. Interesting. The very fact that you became pregnant required you to have something that only men produce. What's that? I believe it's called semen. I believe it comes from us. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. I believe that in order to even determine the sex of the baby, you have no actual say in that. That's on us. So y'all have the baby factory, and we have, the recipe, if you want to call it that. I'm gonna have fun with this broadcast because I already know it's about to aggravate some people, but that's okay. That's okay, because that's what we need. Because I know personally that I shouldn't have to feel as a man in the current day society that I have to prove my manhood, and not only prove my manhood, prove that my manhood is not up for question when I'm standing next to a woman, or I'll take it a step further, that she feels that she can jump in my lane, in my position, dethrone me potentially, and showcase some kind of, I don't know, better direction. I'll wait. I would love to see if there was some way that we could remove all male presence, all male contribution, all male activities, and put it somewhere in an alternate universe or place, right? And then allow women to do exactly what they say they want to do. Dominate. Like I heard things like the year of the woman, you know, what is that saying? The future is women. The future is woman. Okay. Ladies, I'm here to tell you, you guys are not us. We're not you. And the beautiful part about that is that we're not trying to be you. See, I don't know one man that is completely and utterly dissatisfied with being a man and wants to be a woman. A man. Not the confused gentlemen out here who feel that for whatever freaking reason being a woman is more beneficial than being a man. Those ones, we'll let them go. Like, we don't claim them. Like, y'all can keep them. Y'all can have them. But for us men who are totally confident and comfortable in our skin and comfortable with what God gave us and birthed us at, yo, I'll stay right here. I'm good right here. There was this movie, I believe, and I don't think it got a lot of promotion, but I believe it's called One Day or 1 Week Without Latinos or something like that. That was the concept. And from what I remember in the movie, it pretty much depicts what our world would look like without the contribution of the Latin people. You know, like yards wouldn't get mowed. There wouldn't be no tacos. Everybody loves tacos, but there'd be no tacos. Like, it did this whole depiction of what the world would look like without Latinos, right? No Telemundo. Like, it was crazy. And that's kind of how I feel when it comes to this topic. If men were to just vanish, like if we were to cease to exist, the world would stop. Progression would stop. Order would stop. Now, I know that there's some women that are listening to the sound of my voice and are probably like, you know, oh my God, you know, I can't like, no, we women, we can do this and we can do it just like you guys. Well, you know what I find interesting? What I find interesting is that everything that modern day women want to do has things that have been things that we have already done. Like, there is nothing new under the sun being necessarily built or recreated. We already gave the blueprint. The overall look of success painted by us. The overall accomplishment painted by us. Matter of fact, even the braggadocious attitude that comes with women now being so educated and having so much knowledge and being, you know, more educated than men. I believe we created the standard of education. I believe we're the ones who stated the hierarchy that is the educational platform. You know, from your associates to bachelors to masters to PhDs, all of those things. Y'all didn't even invent that. It's interesting. The madness needs to stop. You know, what is wrong? When did women stop loving being women? Like, when did being a woman stop being good enough? Like, why do you feel you have to try to stand in our shoes, in our position? Why do you feel that exerting overly aggressive, dominant traits, like I've heard girls say stuff like, oh, I can outdrink a man. Interesting. Because in order for you to set let me rerun that back. It's interesting that you can say that because the standard is still man. See, you're out here trying to accomplish something that you in your own individual self have not set as a standard, superseding what we've done. Like, we are the standard. That's what it is. We men are the standard. And in every equation, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you start a company. It doesn't matter if you create a system. It doesn't matter if there's a new culture shift or whichever it may be. Anything that is going to be allowed in society is gonna need men to say, okay. To say, all right, we co-sign that. To say, we'll give you permission. We'll allow it. And the truth is, that's what's got them so upset. Because no matter what, the fact that you guys outnumber us, the fact that the beauty standard lies in the realm that is women, which by the way, we set, which by the way, as men, we state what is beautiful, what's not, what's permissible, what's not, what's allowed, what's not. That's our job. That's our position. And y'all want that power. You guys want the ability. I'm talking about women. You guys want the ability to set the stage, to set the standard. Guess what? That's not your position. Your position is to make sure that you are meeting the standard that we set. That's your position. I think we've done a pretty good freaking job thus far. You know, one thing that I discovered that was pretty interesting is that even when you think about the menstrual cycle and how it works, it's very scientific and all that. It's deep, you know, got a lot of things going on, you know, in the lady parts and the lady bits. But a man actually decided to create the tampon for the benefit of a woman. That wasn't even a woman's invention. A woman didn't even go out of her way to make sure that the bloody mess that is the menstrual cycle could be contained, protected, supported. I just find that interesting. But yeah, ladies, in order for there to be positive progression, in order for things to stop being dismantled, in order for things to stop crumbling as they are, in order for you to be truly happy at your core, your soul, you need to figure out what man you want to partner up with, what his goal is, what his vision is, and do everything in your power to assist in making that happen. The world will be a better place. Society will thank you. Stop trying to be men. If God wanted you to be a man, He'd have made you one. Sorry to say. You have what you have. You are what you are. And don't get it twisted thinking that accomplishment, thinking that money, thinking that status, thinking that all that you can go out in this world, mind you, that we created, that you do will give you some sort of superiority when it comes to standing next to a man and trying to weigh your value and weigh his value. Because guess what? We still are always in a way, when you strip away all the accomplishments, the clothes, the status, any of that, I'm still a man. You're still a woman. It's an equalizer. It is a recognizable difference. And we're different. We're different. So I just want you guys to go ahead and chew on that. I know I didn't mention it early on in the video. I was anxious to get ready and get started and going into this topic, but go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you feel it necessary. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate being able to occupy your attention and your time on today. And I want you guys to continue to enjoy the content. Like I said, like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at TrueTable, TREUTABLE. Same thing on TikTok. And you can find me here. So I'm going to be coming to you guys on a regular basis. I appreciate your time, your ear. This is Daniel Rucker signing out. Y'all have a good one.